凯伦，各位朋友，大家晚上好。因为我的华语还没进步到可以演讲这种很深的issue，所以他们请我过来用英文讲几句话了，可不可以啊？但是凯伦他会翻译用华文的。So good evening to everybody. This is supposed to be like a talk show, but I don't know what happened to the rest. They are on their way. I just text them. So they have another function before, so they are here on the way. They said in about 5 minutes time. Actually, I'm supposed to be the last speaker to summarize everything and to tell you what the Selangor state government position is on PKFZ. When we took over Selangor state government last year, the Selangor state government through our Menteri Besar, Tan Sri Khalid, made an offer to acquire PKFZ on 2 conditions. One, if the federal government will write off all the debts. That was last year. Write off everything. That means the federal government will have to take care of that 6-7 billion ringgit. The second condition is that we will buy it at a book value of 1 ringgit. This is very common when it comes to business. If you look at Augusto, which is an Italian motorcycle company owned by Proton, when former Prime Minister Badawi took power, this was one of the things that he did. He sold the motorcycle company for 1 ringgit. So this is what we're proposing. Because if you leave it there now, with the same management, the same people running it, then we don't think it will improve. Right now, only 14% of that whole facility is being occupied. So about 86% is unoccupied. It is wasted. So you imagine there's a complex, but it's all empty. And we need a lot of business. We have a lot of businesses who want to invest. We have a lot of investors who want to come in and help out. So we gave the proposal to federal government, but still they don't want. So 1 year later, almost 1 year later, this happened. The Price Waterhouse report came out. In fact, it was ready some time ago, but they were too scared to even publish it. Before Price Waterhouse wanted to release the document, they asked to be indemnified. Indemnify means they are afraid that inside the document, whatever they say, they get sued. So they waited, ding dong. Finally, they were indemnified, and then they dared to release the document. And it showed that today we have lost 7.5 billion ringgit. And Price Waterhouse, this is an international accounting firm, said if this goes on, we could lose up to 12 billion ringgit. Let me tell you how much is 7 billion ringgit. You all remember the bailout package announced last year because of the economic recession. That time, Prime Minister Najib, well, he was not Prime Minister then, he was Finance Minister. the special package to stimulate the economy was 7 billion. This facility on an island in Pulau Indah is more than the economic stimulants package. I just wanted to give everyone the size of this massive project which has generated nothing. We think that the Selangor government can do a much better job. So 1 year later, the offer is still there. We want to buy it at the book value of 1 ringgit. If they want to argue about it, we increase to 2 ringgit lah. 100% more, 2 ringgit. Then, the same thing, we want them to write off the debts. And at the same time, I think maybe all of you know, we have in fact a representative in PKA, Port Klang Authority, which represents the Selangor state government. So it is now represented by a civil servant, but we want an EXCO member to sit in there. What is the value of the EXCO member in there? Because we want to know what is happening. Like it or not, it is still in Selangor. It may be a federal project, it is still in our state, and we are accountable. More so when 4.6 billion of the rakyat's money has been used to bail out this dreadful project. So we think that, I think a lot of people believe that they can run this project much better. So the offer is to them. They have announced, this week, they have announced a special committee to help this PKFZ. We don't think it will be of any use because it is basically the same management, the same people. They put in some big names to help them out, but their financial plan is still the same. The fundamental issues are still the same. So we don't believe that this committee can do much good. In fact, we believe that you will waste, as time passes, every day, it's losing more money, it's leaking money. You know, this is like a ship with a big hole. And longer you stay on the water, the more water will go in. And this is what we mean by bailout, taking a bucket and throwing out the water. This bailout, but the boat is still sinking. What is necessary, in fact, is that we need to have a public inquiry. A public inquiry because this is rakyat's money, this is our money that's being thrown into this project with no results. I think, I'm not sure whether in the Chinese papers or in the Malay papers, they have listed down all the people who have been involved from 2001 until 2007, but I want to read out their names and where they used to come from. So from the list of directors, from 2001 to 2007 are Datuk Dr. Teng Chew Pei, Abdul Rahman Muhammad Noor, who was the representative of the Transport Ministry, Datin Paduka O.C. Kam, former General Manager, PKA, Zubir Abdul Aziz, representative of EPU, PM's department, Datuk Muhammad Sinon Mut Zakir, representative of the Selangor State Secretary. Then they have a few unions. They also have UMNO representative, Abdul Rahman Padil, who is still an ADUN today. This Datuk, this UMNO representative, is the one which sold them the land, Kuala Dimensi. Tomorrow morning, this is a side issue, tomorrow morning, there will be an MACC report lodged against this Datuk for stealing land in Seventa, in Kappa.